Hello, welcome to a new video of Dynasty 1. Today we're going to talk about leveling up skill. And today's hero is Charming Chan, or Charming Diao Chan. She's an alternate version of the Diao Chan and a pretty, actually, similar skill, but actually very different. They both do healing, but she has a passive skill with an extremely long cooldown, 18 seconds. I think she has the longest cooldown of all the heroes in this game. So as you can guess, the Awakening skill is probably going to reduce her cooldown, which is the only thing that will make sense because I don't think her skill is extremely overpowered. It might be overpowered in the early game, but in the late game, not really. So I'm looking forward for the Transcending. Maybe that will buff her significantly. That is possible to use her effectively. But what she does, what her skill does is heal 6 times, 1400 each time, and she heal heroes. Specifically, prioritizing the lowest percentage of maximum HP. This is what this description is trying to say. Current HP of lowest percentage healed first. Very poorly described. This sentence is everything is wrong with this sentence. Anyways, she will prioritize with the hero with not the lowest HP, but lowest HP percentage. So for example, her maximum HP is 4,700, and let's say 5,000, okay? And then she has 3,000 HP left, so that's 60%. And if you have a shield hero that has 10,000 HP, and she has, and the shield hero has 5,000 HP right now, so even though she has 3,000 HP, which is a smaller number than 5,000, but she will prioritize not on the raw number, but on the percentage. So she will actually heal the shield hero first because the shield hero only has 50% of his HP, and Charming Diao Chan has 60% of her HP. That's what it means. So which is a good thing for healing shield hero. You almost prioritize healing hero with higher maximum HP because they are usually going to tank and they usually lose a lot of HP, a lot of their HP, but they are still going to have a higher HP compared to Charming Diao Chan, and keep that way you can keep your tank very healthy because she will specifically prioritize healing the one being taking a lot of damage. So that's great. Now her destiny is another great part because she only needs 2 heroes for that. It's the Charming version of Junior Chao and Senior Chao, which is Xiao Chao and Dai Chao. They're 5-star and 6-star hero. Hopefully you got them already, and then you have maximum HP, maximum damage. Now both of these are important because Charming Diao Chan is very unique in a way that she has the most HP as a fan hero. She even has more HP than Machinist, which is a 777. This is a very good thing for her. She can last longer for offense or defense, and what that means is she can heal herself and heal other hero as well. The damage partnership is important because that increases her DPS, which will affect the her main skill 1400. And in my opinion, 1400 HP for 6 times is not a lot, especially for passive with 18-second cooldown. So without that, you can imagine her skill probably only heals like maybe I guess like 1200 or even 1100. It's not really that significant. So I guess it's for her. It's really important to have the destiny. So her Awakening skill reduces cooldown by 6 seconds at 5 out of 5, which is like it's almost guaranteed you need. This is like a necessity because even with the 6 seconds cooldown reduction, she is still at 12 seconds, which is a decent, basic average hero with 12 seconds. But there are obviously heroes of 8 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds, 12 seconds, and then 13 seconds. Around half of the heroes are 15 seconds, and half of them are within the 12 to 13 range. And then we have a couple heroes, one hero for 8 seconds, one hero for 10, one hero for 11 seconds, with Jiggling being able to transcend. So hopefully with her transcend skill ability that hasn't yet to be announced, hopefully that will make her very usable and effective because her skill does seem very cool. She is the only hero that can do this, passively healing. There's no other hero that can passively heal everyone. You have Holy Huato that heals on active. You have Daochan, which also heals on active. You have Goddess, which also heal on active. And basically, that's all. You don't have anyone that can heal passively. Obviously, you have heroes that can passively heal themselves, like Zhuge Liang, Shooter Taishi, Zhang Fei, and I think that's it. So she is the only one that can passively heal your hero, which means they can last longer. And maybe that is the reason why it's an 18-second cooldown, even though the healing amount is pretty low. But let's take a look at the number and see if she needs to be upgraded. So right here, I listed the healing amount at 10 out of 10 and 15 out of 15. 10 out of 10, it's only 1100. So before you even awaken her, she only heals 1000 HP. But obviously, before you awaken her, assuming you're like around level 90 to level 100, something like that, or even earlier, and your heroes are not awakened yet, so healing them 1000 is a lot because most heroes probably have like 5000 HP, even like before awakening. So after awakening, obviously this amount is not really that great because in total she can only heal 6000, so 6700. So not a lot of HP being healed. And at 15 out of 15, maybe half a year ago this is still a decent amount, but right now we have Transcend, we have Hero Seal, we have Treasure of a Long Time. This healing amount is just not very significant for heroes anymore because heroes just have a lot of HP. And the thing is, she only heals for 6 times, which is an odd thing because it's not a lot. The total healing is only 8500. So this rejuvenation is with the hero seal, obviously the 30%. Then you can get the total healing up to 11,000. It will be around 1800. So if you have the rejuvenation hero seal, it's pretty good. 1800 healing per time. It will be pretty good because it probably takes like three times. You can heal one hero probably fully unless they're about to die. And if they are about to die, she probably will heal them all the way. Now, obviously, I believe that her skill checks and prioritize every time the skill is used. So, for example, if you have a hero that's only at 10% and then heal them for 2 times, and they're up to 50%, and then when there is another hero that's at 40%, she'll actually go prioritize to heal the other hero. So there might be a chance where you want her to just keep healing the same hero, and that might not happen. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But again, it's not something that you can effectively or actively you can fix because you can't control their HP. So does this worth upgrading? This is the problem. There's only 300 in increase, and probably half of it comes from the 10 extra level. So there should be like around 150 from the 5 skill. So what that means is probably like 30 healing per skill, and it's only 6 times. So it's not really a big number. So in my opinion, this is probably not your priority because with the 10 extra level, you can probably get it up to 1200 already. It's not that big of a difference, honestly. The big difference, the big point is she is only healing 6 times. She might be a passive skill, but with 18 seconds or even after you awaken, then it will be 16 seconds because once you awaken her, you get 2 seconds immediately. Even at a 16-second cooldown, 1200 should be, it's still pretty low. Even 1400 is still pretty low. So there's no need to upgrade her main skill first. Unless you have a rejuvenation hero seal like at least 25% for her to use, then that might be a good choice to upgrade her healing. Then she'll heal more. The other thing is, even if you are up at 15 out of 15, as I said, with the 30%, it's only 1800 HP. So if you don't see a difference in 1400 and 1800, it's only 4 more hundred per healing per hero. There's not really any need to upgrade the healing. I think it's really like luxury thing to upgrade her healing because it only offers so little. And unless you're really good with charming Daochan, I don't think that couple hundred will affect that much. But I do want to make a comparison with Holy Huato just a little bit, because Holy Huato is an active skill, and I think he heals 1400 as well, 1400 something, close to 1500, 9 times. And he also gives shield for 4 heroes. So, and the shield is around 1400, 1500 again. So basically what that means is Holy Huato, when he uses his skill, he has 9 times 1400 and then 4 times 1400. So that's total of 13 1400s of HP or healing or shield, whatever. Okay, so that's how much Holy Huato can offer. In Charming Dao Chan's case, she only offers 6 1400 per skill. So what that means is she has to last at least, she has to use twice her skill to match Holy Huato's effect in just number, obviously. And 12 skill, it's close to 30 something seconds for Charming Dao Chan to do that. She might be dead already, other heroes might be dead, I don't know, no shield, it's just pure healing. You can't really control that much when she uses her skill. So in comparison, even though it's a passive skill, it's supposed to be weaker compared to active skill, but this is very weak. Extremely weak compared to Holy Huato's just base healing. However, with the cooldown reduction, 12 seconds, it is comparable because you only need 24 seconds and you can do the same thing as Holy Huato. And with treasure, you can actually manipulate it in a way that it is more effective than Holy Huato. And we're going to talk about that as well. But in general, her main skill doesn't, you don't have to really upgrade it in the beginning. What you really need to do is upgrade her awakening skill. Her awakening skill starts at 2-second cooldown reduction, and obviously every level you get 1 more second, and maxed out at 6 seconds. And as always, getting 1 second per time with an increasing amount of resource you have to pay is a very difficult thing to do. But again, if you remember, when I talk about heroes with cooldown reduction, or simply just hero with time as their awakening skill, adding or decreasing time, that is always a good deal, especially cooldown reduction, because each time you reduce the cooldown by increasing the increasing the reduction, meaning you decreasing the time of the skill, you are actually getting more of an increase per level. So in that case, you are actually getting a proportional deal. At least, maybe not proportional, but at least you're getting a good deal instead of a bad deal. Because once you awaken her, you get an 11% increase in time in cooldown reduction. And then the next level, which costs 50,000 beads and 10 jade, it's only a 6% increase. And then 100,000 beads with I think 30 jade, it's a 7% increase. And then the next one is also 7%. Well, I can probably show the decimal. Yeah, you can see it's actually 6.7 and 7.1. And then the next one, which is the 200,000 beads with 80 jade, it's a 7.7% increase in the cooldown reduction. So that makes me feel better when I'm investing so much. And her skill, the cooldown reduction is like the best awakening skill. Obviously, if they have to make her skill at 18 seconds and then having this skill is a bad thing. But if her skill is actually worth this, then I think this is a good deal. This is a good idea. But currently, her skill is not. So we have to wait for Transcending to see if she gets better. So let's talk about treasure and hero seal, because all heroes needed these. For treasure, I didn't list out like a full list of treasure. I only list out that you need the ratio 10 seconds. Because earlier I said you can kind of manipulate her like Holy Huato, because Holy Huato you can use at any time. Most likely you're gonna drop him off when you want to use his skill. So if you have the 10 second, and if you have the 12 second or the 6 second cooldown reduction at 12 seconds, she only needs 2 seconds to use her skill. So before you want to use her skill, you want to drop her off so that she can use her skill in 2 seconds. I mean, you can do the same thing, but the longer her cooldown is, the harder for you to time. The shorter it is, the easier for you to time. And basically, you can use her first skill just like you would use Holy Huato's first skill by actively using it. because you don't really rely her on tanking or doing damage. So you don't have to use her if you don't need her. You just wait until your hero is about to die, 2 seconds before they die, and then drop her off. That way, you can kind of actively use her first skill because it only takes 2 seconds from 10 to 12. That's one treasure, and that's probably the only treasure that you need. Obviously, you can have the damage, the HP, the attack speed, all those cool stuff. But if you're not defending, I don't think you need those. Obviously, HP will be good because she has the highest HP as a fan hero, so you can continue to be the highest HP fan hero. And in that way, for defense, it'll be great. For defense, you probably want to spawn the Alchemist and have attack speed or damage. It doesn't really matter for defense. But that's the only thing really matters for treasure. Because in that case, you only need her to be on the battlefield for like 14 seconds, and then she can use her skill twice. That could be very helpful. The next thing is Hero Seal. Obviously, the rejuvenation I listed here, 30%. You can get it up to 1800 per healing and total healing of 11,000. And if you look back to Holy Huato's video, these healing is insignificant. But Holy Huato, the only bad thing about Holy Huato is his awakening skill is just bad. So what other hero seal you might want? Last Stand, getting 10 seconds of rage before she dies. Now, she's going to be at 20% HP, so most likely she's going to heal herself. Which is a great thing because she doesn't have a lot of HP compared to your other hero, unless you use 3 other archer hero. If you use shield hero or sword hero, she probably will heal herself once or twice, and then she'll get back to like maybe 70-80% of her maximum HP, and the next 4 times she will use the healing on the other hero, which not just saving herself but saving the other hero as well. So if you don't really care about a couple hundred, for example, you didn't even get it up to 15 out of 15 yet, and you're 5 out of 5, you might want Last Stand instead of the rejuvenation, because in that case she can help herself and help other heroes quickly. Which is why I think she is powerful like that, 18 seconds of cooldown, because she can prioritize the hero with the lowest HP percentage. So I think this hero seal actually fits better in terms of using her effectively. But if you just want like pure output of healing, obviously rejuvenation is a better hero seal because you just heal more. So I think this is it for Charming Diao-chan. I actually want to regen for her. However, I'm stuck with Zhuge Liang at like 20 something time. I think 22 time. So not until I finally get Zhuge Liang, then maybe after that I will go for Charming Diao-chan. Interesting skill, interesting mechanic that I would like to try out. But I think this is it for all the heroes or the series, this playlist of upgrading skill. I think I went over all the heroes currently. But I think I did. I don't think I missed any. If I miss any, leave it down in the comment. Also comment what other comparison of heroes you want to see. I did make a couple of those videos comparing similar heroes or similar usage of heroes. So I'll continue to do that for the next couple video for upping skill, because things constantly change, and I also want to compare different heroes basically on which one you should use if you haven't gotten them already. If you are planning, which one you should go after, and should you go after their skill, because we also would look into how much investment you need in their skill and investment in treasure and seal as well. So you can leave a comment to tell me, for example, you want a good look analysis on shield hero, then I can talk about the shield hero, talk about whatever. Then I will do some research, do some math, look at the skill to see which one has a better which one is better at certain things. But that is it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.